begin. I have a couple things I want to tell you guys about before we start today's episode. All right. We're starting Bleach at 6 from now on. How's everybody doing? Let's hop into this, huh? First of all, I think I'll start using the heavy brick hammer here, or the brick hammer. So today is going to be a good day for Elden Ring. First of all, Roger is here and we can finish his side quest.
Ah, we meet again after all. I apologize for any offense given by my bearing, but I'm quite unable to move, you see. So, what do you need?
Let's go, guys.
Ah, you defeated Godric and claimed yourself a great rune. Looks like we both got what we wanted out of Stormvale, didn't we? Well done, friend. Something to mark the occasion. Go on, take it. As you might have guessed, I still can't move. My fighting days are behind me. No need to be polite. I've no use for it anymore. The misshapen corpse under Stormvale. That is a sacred relic of the Black Knives plot, as that famed night of assassination is known. It happened during the golden age of the Erd Tree, long before the shattering of the Elden Ring. Someone stole a fragment of the Rune of Death from Malekith, the Black Blade, and on a bitter night, murdered Godwyn the Golden. That was the first recorded death of a demigod in all history, and it became the catalyst. Soon, the Elden Ring was smashed, and thus sprang forth the war known as the Shattering. I once wished to become a scholar, you see. I've spent many an hour scouring the archives for knowledge of that fateful plot. The world has grown crooked, and if you intend to put it to rights, you'd better understand what happened to make it this way. And that thing is to blame for the shape I'm in now. I urge the utmost caution. Don't disturb the corpse more than necessary. Ah, so you've met Dee. Dee is an old friend. We found ourselves journeying together for a time, bound by our exploration of death. But our paths have since diverged, never again to cross. Though that's hardly an uncommon fate for two friends. Dee was telling me that he discovered the mark of the centipede. The centipede is an ancient symbol of the curse mark. As long as whoever finds and uses it is not nefarious by nature, then we may be able to form an alliance. If only I could speak to them in person. And if they were like you, all the better.
Alright. So what he is talking about is a piece of the room. After we talk to him, we can talk
I thank. So what can I do for you? Are you acquainted with a man named Roger? You know, the piteous fellow hiding away on the balcony. He was a formidable spellblade in times past. Don't let his easy air deceive you. He was wise beyond his years, stout of heart, and clear of mind. No more, though. You see him now, ravaged by thorns, muttering and rambling, like he's half dead already. I can't stomach to watch. Take well the lesson, friend. That's how you end up when seduced by those who live in death. When grace is sullied, it rots people from the inside, breaks them.
Alright, after we talk to him, we should be good. I'm pretty sure we don't want to talk to Roger again. So.
Oh.
Yeah, we're good. We need to bring him a black knife print, which we will get. Of course, we got Tucker.
Nice to see you again. My name is Roderica. I should have told you sooner. Isn't this place impressive though? The round table hold, covert quarters of the Two Fingers, and gathering place of champions who vie to become Elden Lord. I never knew the guidance bestowed upon us Tarnished had such fantastic roots, although it's all a bit much for me, in truth. I'm still looking for my own purpose. Oh, and please allow me to express my thanks for giving me that keepsake from my men. It was as if I was frozen with self-pity. I failed them at every turn. You have my gratitude. Please, take this.
Because it's a golden seed for reference.
It's all a bit much for me, in truth. I'm still looking for my own purpose.
So, after that, first of all, I believe we can talk. Let's see, hold on.
Oh, your divinity, have mercy and grant me forgiveness. The road is yet long, a god is not easily felled. But one day without fail you will have your wish. So please grant me forgiveness, Queen Marika.
Let's pray to the dead queen.
I am pleased to see you again. Would you like me to hold you once more? Now, come closer.
Yeah, that's good. Huh? Kitty cat's playing.
You are so very warm.
Yeah.
my dear, have you ever heard of Black Knife Prince? Dear Roger likes to talk of them when abed, and the ancient plot in which the first of the demigods was slain. The black knives wielded by the assassins who committed the act, along with the impressions they made, somehow hide the truth of the conspiracy. These grand affairs are hardly my forte, but dear Roger began to weep as he spoke. In truth, I've heard tell from someone else about the Black Knife Prince that fascinate dear Roger so.
Yes, the clue.
But it wouldn't be right to give this to him, stuck as he is in the round table hold. Perhaps you could make use of it?
So this is a simple map. We have to use this to find the Black Knife blueprint. I know where it is already, and it's quite a ways ahead. We won't be getting it for a good bit. Alright. After that, we gotta go talk to Gideon, and then after that, we gotta go talk to them. But once that's over, we're done. No, not quite yet. Not quite yet with Gideon, that's right, yeah. However, we do talk to her now, and she'll give us a very useful
You
charm.
again. I thought you'd receive a summons to the round table. Nefeli Lu. We met at Stormvale. I'm glad to see you here. I have something for you. I found it in Godric's grafting grounds. You defeated him. You should have it. Make good use of it. I don't intend to make a habit of scavenging corpses.
She gives us the Arsenal charm, which significantly increases our carry weight, which we need.
Ah, yes. I wonder if you've met my foster father. He's in his study. The room Encher's guarding just over there. If you haven't already, I advise you introduce yourself. Father is leader of the Round Table. I'm sure talking to him will be worth your while. It's about time I headed off. I'll see you again, warrior, should the fates deign it.
Oh.
It's about time. I'll see you again.
So, we will go off now. However, soon we will have a bell bearing that will be very useful to us. So, show. We have to go talk to the two fingers first, though. What are the two fingers that these people are talking about? It's literal, actually. They're two massive pairs of hairy fingers. And this old woman who speaks to them.
Are you that new tarnished? You've done well. I am Enya, the Finger Reader. I interpret the words of the fingers, envoys to the greater will. Look there. The fingers tremble to welcome you, Shardbearer. Let their wisdom wash over you.
Great Elden Ring, root of the Golden Order, anchor of all lands, giver of grace, wellspring of all joy. Until it was shattered, the tragic corruption of the Order has taken its toll. Across the realm, life lies in ruin, fallen to pieces. Foul curses and misery spread, unabating. But the greater will has not abandoned the realm, nor the life that inhabits it. So it is that the tarnished are guided by grace, called to act. Brave tarnished, your great rune is a handsome shard of the Elden Ring. Seek another of its kind to become Elden Lord and restore the Golden Order.
Let the words of the fingers guide you.
She is our bird person, basically. She...
are hewn by the Earth Tree upon their they are. Value these remembrances, yet house the power of their former masters. And should you wish to wield that same power, well, I will lend you the strength of the fingers. Do not recoil from my offer. The fingers guide us all. And you, tarnished, you are here to take, are you not?
She will give us... She will give us... boss weapons. Axe of Godric. It's alright.
Great runes are the stuff of demigods. The children of the goddess, Queen Marika. She who is vessel of the Elden Ring. Tainted by the strength of their runes, her children warred, but none could become Elden Lord. And so grace was extended to your kind, the tarnished. Listen, the fingers speak.
The greater will has long renounced the demigods. Tarnished, show no mercy. Have their heads. Take all they have left.
Indeed. But remember one thing. The demigods are each and all the direct offspring of Queen Marika. Godric the Grafted was but a distant relation, the runt of the litter. His divine blood sorely diluted. The children of the goddess, Queen Marika. She who is tainted and so listen.
The greater
tarnished. Indeed. The demigod Godric the Grunt.
Alright.
Now let...
We won't use our Elden Remembrances quite yet. At this point, we can also speak to Gideon now. I do believe, yes. It's right here. Gideon, the All-Knowing.
You've received the wisdom of the two fingers, have you not? Then I bid you welcome, as a true member of the Round Table. I am known as Gideon Ofnir. As a tarnished who wishes to stand before the Elden Ring and become Elden Lord, I am accumulating knowledge. To be all-knowing. You now belong to a select group of fellows. As such, I ask that you remain constant. You'll be after more great runes now, eh? Then as your fellow, allow me to divulge a little knowledge. The inheritors of the great runes, the Shard Bearers. We of the Round Table know the location of 5 of them, including the one you defeated. Godric the Grafted, Lord of Stormvale. General Radahn, who fought Melania and her rot to a standstill in the Caelid Wilds. Praetor Rykard, Lord of the Volcano Manor of Mount Gelmir. Morgoth the Grace-Given, Veiled Monarch and Lord of Leyndell. And Renala, Queen of the Full Moon, ruler of Rhea Lucaria's Academy. You'll still be after more great runes, won't you?
So, we can now talk to him about each of the demigods we shall be killing.
So, Godric the Grafted, Lord of Stormvale. Despite being the blood of Godfrey, first Elden Lord, he's a grotesque old fool grasping for power. His castle lies upon the cliff to Limgrave's northwest, but I suspect you know that well enough already. General Radahn, the famed Red Lion and Scourge of the Stars, is a ferocious warrior. He fought Melania and her rot to a standstill in the Caelid Wilds to Limgrave's east. And now Caelid has been engulfed by the Scarlet Rot. Even approaching the region is no mean feat. I've heard survivors of Radahn's army are still in the wilds, staving off the rot with fire. And if it's true, I suspect Radahn is still there as well, in Caelid. Though, I doubt he much resembles his former self anymore. Praetor Rykard is the Lord of the Volcano Manor on Mount Gelmir. He is a ruthless justiciar who commands a company of inquisitors, reviled for his serpentine demeanor. The volcano, Mount Gelmir, lies in the west of the Altus Plateau, the realm of the Erd Tree. It was the stage of the most appalling battle in the entirety of the Shattering. Rykard has committed the grave sin of blasphemy, marking himself as an enemy never to be forgiven. Morgoth the Grace-Given is Lord of Leyndell, the capital city. It lies at the foot of the Erd Tree, in the east of the Altus Plateau. But the Two Fingers forbid us from venturing there, until we've acquired enough great runes to repair the Elden Ring. Set your sights elsewhere for the time being. The Veiled Monarch can wait. The Academy of Rhea Lucaria lies to Limgrave's north, towering over the mist-laden lands of Liurnia. Renala is queen of the Carian royals, who govern the Academy. But Renala herself is no demigod. Her beloved Radagon left her to become Queen Marika's second husband, taking the title of King Consort. The Great Rune dwells within the Amber Egg that was Radagon's gift to her. I understand you've been speaking to Nepheli. She's my daughter. I took her in when she lost the guidance of grace. Though a mere axe-wielding barbarian, her youthful credulity suited my purposes. So I put her to work. Do not hesitate to employ her. Should her services benefit you, despite her looks, she is more than capable in the press of battle.
It's everything. We have our villains. We have our heroes. So, I believe it's time we get to work. There's nothing else right now we have to do, except for do this small side quest between these two, which we'll just talk back and forth constantly. After that, we're good. We don't have to do anything else, and we can head out to the world. Once we get out there, we're going to be unlocking the first great rune. When the first great rune is unlocked, we will continue. Let us begin.
You, is it? I didn't notice you there. I'll be doing my job, same as ever. Just lay out your arms.
We don't have enough to strengthen our armaments right now. However,
those words were not meant for you. I may be prisoner to you, tarnished lot, but my prayers are mine, and mine alone. Well, I've had my say. I'll be more careful too. The girl you bore here, she's crestfallen and can scarcely swing a blade. But she has a gift for spirit tuning. I saw another one like her long ago. Their eyes share the same hue.
okay, ow. I have a kitty cat in my lap. He wants to have a scratch on the chair. Give me a second. So, after you talk to him with that, you go back here. Talk to her.
It's all a bit much for me, in truth. I'm still looking for my... You're telling me I possess some kind of gift? I don't believe you. But if I do have this talent, and goodness knows it would be my first, I suppose I should try to hone it, shouldn't I? I'll ask Master Hugh to teach me. Certainly he does appear intimidating and holds no love for us tarnished. But I know he's trapped here at the Round Table Hold, so I can tell. He's a gentle soul underneath it all. I do, I suppose I'll ask Master.
Back already, no matter. The girl. What about her? Are you out of your mind? Who'd stay with an ugly brute who only knows how to smith? Absurd. Besides, she'd never agree to it. I refuse to believe it. I don't doubt you, but I know when something's too good to be true.
We'll go back to her. I forget the options you take. I might fuck this up, but it doesn't matter either way, you still get it.
If I do have a I suppose I should. I'll ask Master. If I suppose I'll ask Master.
Okay. I believe I just fucked up. So we have to kill him. Wait.
Back already, no matter.
Yeah, I fucked up. We have to reset. I believe the correct answer was on there. So either way, we get it either way. You don't actually get anything out of doing that dialogue properly. Other than... I want to say... I don't think you actually get anything out of that. It'll happen either way. So it doesn't matter. Let's go unlock this rune. Oh, that's right. Pretty big detection. So you can't target you anymore. We want to go through here. Ow. We want to go through here. There is a man-eating lion right there. Go there. Just get past it. You just want to get past it. You just want to get past it. After you get to that site of grace, simply just equip a semi-good weapon. You know, we can actually do really much breaking powers. That might be nice. Yeah, because the power stance is done. Oh, yeah, this is what a this is what a power stance looks like. You can't ride the horse for some reason. I don't know. But there will be giants, one with a bow at the very end, and one with an axe that will come up here. They are very dangerous. They're dangerous. Because they're meant to be. So it's like power stance. Power stance. Yes, there is actually a third. Giants. It's better killing another giant. Second giant. Again, can't summon the horse here. It's one of the only places like this, one of these great bridges. The only great bridge in the game that I know of that you can't summon the horse, other than the one in Landau. Landau you also can't. tower, this is how you unlock your Great Rune. Because you may notice in your inventory the Great Rune is actually dead. It's not working. But when we go through here, it certainly will be. The Great Rune actually works, this particular Great Rune actually works wondrously with Oath of Vengeance. Here's some items. Can't believe I fucked up that side post. It doesn't matter. I mean, in a way, technically, it's a little bit better if you say that anyways, if you look at it from a moral perspective. Well, a lack of morality perspective, which I certainly do have sometimes. But what? It doesn't matter either way. Spirit tuning is something we won't need too much in the game, with the exception of, well, with the exception of the Mimic tier, maybe. But even still, the Mimic tier is very powerful by itself. The Mimic tier and maybe the Jellyfish. Hell no. Either way, right up here are the two fingers of Godric, who are dead. And we can use this. Great Rune. Godric's Great Rune. Go through here. Here. And we can go to Godric's Great Rune. This is the Great Rune that he spoke of. Raises all attributes. So does Oath of Vengeance. What a coincidence! Oath of Vengeance. And Godric's Great Rune. So, you go down here to Great Runes, and you simply equip them. Once they are equipped, apply the effects when you use a Great Rune, or a Rune Arc. Now, all of our attributes are raised slightly by 5. Vengeance, that goes up even higher. 52 strength. Our faith is even 21. See why I wanted this? It's very powerful. Certain great runes in the game can be overpowered later on, which we will get to. I believe I can just go back. Will be overpowered, which we can get to. Ah, there it is. So if you do the side quests like this, it's technically not a bad ending. But we'll find out later.
Well, where I took you, no matter it's lay out your own.
Guess he died.
I spoke with the girl. She has a gift for spirit tuning. So I told her everything I know. I'm indebted to a spirit tuner I met long ago. It was all I could do to honor her. I'm sorry I doubted you.
That'll come in later.
Good to see you again. Thank you very much. I have you to thank, don't I? For persuading Master Hugh. I can happily announce that he has taught me the noble toil of spirit tuning. I'm as yet unsure of what I might be able to accomplish, but if I might be able to help you all, I'd certainly like to try. And if there's any chance to ease the suffering of my dear men who were grafted, well, I certainly must try. Roderica, the Spirit Tune Apprentice. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
So, she will upgrade our spirits. We don't need any of this right now. However, she will upgrade them with the Ghost Wolves. The Ghost Weeds we've been using. Alright. Trying to think, is there anything else we need over here? And I do not believe there is. So, the last thing we are going to do is finally, for all this time, equip a different charm. We are going to be putting on the Arsenal Charm. can see, the Arsenal Charm allows us to get away with a whole bunch of load of bullshit, including equipping a Great Shield right here. And going so far as to allow us to wear heavier armor. Almost enough for us to wear the Banished Knight set. So, what will we be doing? Standardizing, basically. We'll be using this kind of setup for now, until I get the proper materials I'll show you later. So, after all that nonsense, you want to come through here. There's going to be something called a Shabriri grape that we will need to pick up and use. We will get to that in a moment. Just come straight through here. He's still angry at that dude. Just come straight through here, push open these doors, and you should be good. After this, I'll show you a little secret side entrance this time. So, this is where Godric sat upon his throne of entitlement. That throne shall soon belong to someone we know, but not us. We go through here, and this is kind of where we want to be. We want to slide down here. Immediately turn back and pick this very important item up. This, it's a Shabriri grape. Very, very important. Yes, I agree with whatever he's saying. Yes, kind of weird, but he doesn't mean that in any strange way. He means it literally. Great, the Shabriri grape. It's quite the important item to see. You see. You see. Let me actually look something up, because there is a very certain item that we once. I believe we left. Here we go. Yes, okay, we did leave that behind. We do want to go and pick that. Yeah, that's about what I thought, okay. Because there's a certain... I'm trying to debate what items, because we do want a +5, +25 capable item on us eventually. And I've been debating what weapon I was going to use. But I think I know now. I think we're going to be using the lance, but first we do want to go forwards and get these two, and these two cycles. So once you come out here, there's going to be a site of grace right in front of you, as well as two familiar NPCs. Two familiar NPCs. Two familiar NPCs. Two familiar NPCs. Two. Where's Bach? He's not here. Huh. I think I need to rest. Yes. We'll get to him in a second. First, there's this blind woman. There are a lot of these in the game. But there's this blind woman.
Hello? Is someone there? My name is Hayata, and I'm journeying in search of the distant light. if I might be so bold as to ask, would you donate any Shabriri grapes in your possession to me? My eyesight has been weak since birth, you see. I can't tell which way I'm supposed to go next, but when I eat one of those grapes, I can feel a distant light in the back of my eyes. It will lead me to my true duty as a finger maiden. Many thanks to you. Now I can feel the distant light once more. You are most kind indeed. May the blessing of the fingers be upon you. You are most kind indeed. May the blessing...
Now we talk to our first servant, as we are king.
Good to see you, Master. Do you remember me? Bok, the demi-human. You helped me before and retrieved my sewing needle. Please, Master, allow me to serve you as your seamster. I can't make nothing from scratch, but I'm happy to make adjustments to your garments.
Avoid, don't tell me for a second. So, he will make adjustments to our garments, as in he will usually make them lighter for slightly less defense. That's what he does.
Oh, go, please.
That is what Bok does. He's quite useful, especially for low endurance builds. Alright, we will be going to get what is hopefully what I decide to be our final main weapon. The lance. For a while at least, until we get something a bit stronger. The lance is actually quite powerful, and we're about to get some smithing stones that will allow us to increase its strength even further. But first, we will need to go to a very specific and certain location. Have we already picked the lance up? Where might have. How do we get on top of this again? Oh, yes, that's right. We have to get off this cliff. Or, I believe there's a way to get up and down here, but people forget. Don't be honest. We have to get on that edge. Okay. Shut up. I'm trying to do something. We have to get on that edge. You can probably see it up there already. The lance. It's that item on the very ledge. Very edge of the ledge. Torrent. It's right there. So close, yet so far somehow. Yeah, we're gonna have to come up and around. No, hold on. Maybe not. No, there's holes there. Damn, I was hoping I could find a scene. Alright. Let's go up and around. Let's go up and around. There it is. Lance. It's one of the better weapons on the level. It's also quite powerful. It's the first great spear, and one of the only great spears that can receive an act of war. Quite strong. Mostly because it does have one striking attack, which is that. It's meant for horseback riding. Quite powerful. You can stab through a shield with it. Oh, it's quite strong. Alright. Let's get going. Let us get going. There's nothing else we really need to do. We move forwards now. I have 10 runes on me. More than 10. Way more. Hundreds of times more. So, at this point, we're going to kind of bounce back and forth between two NPCs again. We're going to go to our sorceress one, which we have yet to do. And, well, this guy. Does another trip from America, grab that, talk to him.
You're tarnished, aren't you? Then perhaps you could spare some runes, believe it or not. I studied glintstone sorceries at the Academy of Rea Lucaria. For a small donation, I'd be happy to share my knowledge. Well, bless you, bless you. You're a true saint. My name is Topes. Presuming you're interested, I can teach you sorceries as promised. Only none of them are particularly great. Thank you, kind soul, for learning my paltry sorceries. I never imagined that a bluntstone like myself would have the chance to play teacher. Oh, did I not mention I'm a bluntstone? I don't even have a pebble's worth of power. I'm sorry I'm so useless. Apologies, friend. I'm afraid my meager sorceries are no match for your generosity. Oh, right. I can tell you what I know about this place. That should help a bit. You've seen that structure to the north, towering over the water. That's the Academy of Rea Lucaria, where we study glintstone sorceries. Only its doors have been closed for quite some time now. After they declared they wouldn't interfere with the shattering, the Academy cast repelling seals on the east gate leading to the capital, and the south gate leading here. As you might have guessed, the seals are still active, making entry to the Academy impossible without a glintstone key. And so I'm stuck here. A fledgling sorcerer with little chance of acquiring a key. When they cast the seals, I'd just popped out. And now I'm uprooted from my place of learning. Why not find yourself a glintstone key? Without one, you can't pass through the Academy, and you'll never reach the Erdtree capital. And if you find an extra glintstone key, perhaps, once you've tied up all your loose ends, and I can be very patient, would you consider donating it to me? I know it. I'm a bluntstone. Nary a hint of talent for sorcery. But still, my place is at the Academy.
So, at this point, we can go to where we have not gone before. These ruins back in Stormvale. And open up this door finally.
Tarnished, are we? No wonder you should turn up here. I am Selen, a sorcerer, quite plainly. Why are you here? Ah, a yen for glintstone sorceries. Well, your aptitude does appear passable, but one must choose one's masters wisely. I was exiled from the Academy of Rea Lucaria as a reviled, apostate witch. Do you still wish to learn from me? Well, you are a piece of work. Very well. You are now my protege in glintstone sorcery. But I refuse to coddle or cast kind words. Never. Anticipate grievances, young apprentice.
Right. We can now buy her sorcerers. Some of them are quite expensive. Give the royal house score. We don't actually need to give this. There's someone we can give this to. However, we do want to buy the rest of her sorcerers. So, I'm going to go through here and use these. There we go.
Young, you are a tasso now.
I believe we already have glintstone, so we can get these three. That we actually have. Yeah, now the sword. We actually already have. Yeah. Alright.
Our art draws upon the powers embedded in glintstone. But what is the nature of such power? Glintstone is the amber of the cosmos. Golden amber contains the remnants of ancient life and houses its vitality, while glintstone contains residual life and thus the vitality of the stars. It should not be forgotten that Glintstone's sorcery is the study of the stars and the life therein. A fact lost on most sorcerers these days.
So, now that we have our sorcerers, we can finally start using our staff. I would suggest Staff of the Lost if you only have the bigger staff, but we do also have the meteor staff. I usually equip my staff on my offhand. We're making steady progress in the game, so you can see. So, Pebble, Rancor is also pretty good. Shield is powerful, but we won't be using it. Arc Wave is very strong. Arc Wave. We can use these over here, specifically because of the rune for using the Great Rune. But honestly, Starlight is powerful. I think we'll be... we'll keep all-purposeful projectiles of some kind. Once we're done with that, now we could go right over here into the river, which we will probably be doing in the future. In fact, why don't we do that right? You can do these steps in any order. You could go to the river pretty much immediately. But actually, you know what? I'm feeling like we should probably upgrade our lance first, so follow my path and show you where to find the upgrade material for the lance as well as one of the legendary spells. Let's go. The legendary spells. They're quite elusive, you see. Quite elusive indeed. Up here, I do believe there is something important as well. Yes, there's an item. Warming stone, which are useful and basically secondary healing items. So, that is Rhea Lucari. Over there. And that's the next map. We're actually going to be traveling across most of the swamp without interacting with it. Specifically so we can get good upgrade materials for our lands here. Once we've got the map fragments and the whole swamp has been revealed, which by the way, this place is basically a massive swamp, then we will interact with the NPCs we need to and get all the items we need to. I am doing like a good ending run, the best ending run, basically. So the order I'm doing things in is somewhat specific, but some steps can be skipped around and some things can be taken out of order. It's called. Sorry about that. It was a telemarketer. Alright, let's get going. Huh? See, the lance does basically no damage right now. where will we be going exactly? We'll be kind of arcing ourselves across this place. Don't worry, if we run into any NPCs along the way, they won't, like, jitter out or anything, or it won't be impossible to complete their side quests. As far as I know, there's no NPCs that if you ignore them, you can't complete their side quests. As far as I know. This game is kind in that regard. First, we will get this map right. This is the lakes. You'll learn to hate this place. Mostly because of the awful enemies here. The enemies here have a renowned way of being just fucking bad. As you can clearly see now. That is the East Liurnia map we will be using. There's a trader back here with some good stuff on him. As well as a site of grace. Right. There's the first map. Gotta talk to him.
You're new around here. Surprised you found me in my little nook. No matter, no matter. Your money's as good as anyone else's. Why don't you take a look at my wares? Oh, but don't ask me how I got my hands on them.
You got your astrologer staff here. Your astrologer set and your cookbook set. We'll be buying these things from him to upgrade ours. Taking it actually with him there, I believe we probably so it doesn't matter. But we're buying everything from him. We're buying absolutely everything he's got because he has all good stuff. The Escant, even the shield. We'll be selling this thing. We will be selling things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's what happens when you go to Caelid. We will be selling the cracked stuff. Can we use our origin? Golden Moon. Buying more stuff. Where do we want the shield? After that, well, we can upgrade our weapon, so we're gonna do that. But first we need runes. Wow, that's a little bit too slow. I'll show you how to get enough runes right now. So what you can do, if you're, you know, feeling spicy, you can come right over here. If you get on top of this thing using this gust right over here, there's a boss up here which you can beat for one of the legendary spells, known as Bell Flame. Whoop! There's an Everjail right here. Just go on in here and kill the guy in here and you should be just fine. He's not too hard. He's actually so easy. First you can do is throw some pretty powerful pyromancies at you. He does also technically have a bleed weapon. I've never had him bleed me before. That is the spell we will be doing right now. It's a spell from the boss. It's way over. See, he can be dangerous and you may get by it, but in all honesty, we need, and we get Flame of the Fell God, and enough runes for what we need. Easy as that. Then we upgrade the lance and kill people. this lance. So, this. Yeah, the astrologer stuff is zoom out, go down to round table hold, upgrade our lance. Hello, everybody in chat. No, this is nowhere near my first playthrough. I've played through this game a dozen times, but I will be reacting and doing my first playthrough of the DLC. The DLC in the game. When it comes to it. I'll be playing through that the first time, but this is nowhere near my first playthrough.
Well, I took you for no matter lay out your arms.
I think I've beaten the game. It's actually kind of hard to say. Yeah, we need 6 there. I think I've beaten the game maybe almost 2 dozen times. Around 20 or so times. This is nowhere near my first playthrough. Yeah. But it is a very good game. I would say it's probably one of my favorite games. We do want to put Storm Assault on this thing. It's quite powerful if you do so. 205. I believe that's actually a tiny difference. Standard. Yeah, it's not too much of a difference at all. Heavy. We'll keep it on heavy. But Storm Assault is quite powerful on this thing. I'd say it's a menace on higher difficulties. Not higher difficulties, higher challenge ratings for online play. I would say Storm Assault is probably one of the best weapons in the entire... not weapon house. I would say the Lance with Storm Assault is one of the best weapons in the entire game for that specific purpose. It's pretty powerful. It's pretty powerful overall. Alright, continuing. We want to go to that place I just marked on the map. Not only will that give us the runes we need, but it'll also give us the Peddler's Bell. The Peddler's Bell, which is good. Peddler's Bell. So let me explain this real quick. Right. The Peddler's Bell. Peddler's Bell Bearing, specifically. The Peddler's Bell Bearing is... it's a bell bearing, the Smithing Stone Peddler's Bell Bearing. It is a bell bearing we're getting from the location we're going to, right? Pretty simple. These bell bearings, as I've explained before, give you very specific items. They actually carry in between New Game and New Game Plus, right? They didn't used to at first, but now they do. When you upgrade the store with these bell bearings, they're very powerful. They allow you to buy essential items, and the one we're going to allows you to buy +1 and +2 smithing stones. Which, I mean, do I need to say how important it is? By the way, there's a very angry wizard at the top of this tower I'd suggest you take down on your way. I don't need to say how important those smithing stones are, because our ability to just buy those instead of having to go and gather them and grind them is incredibly important. It's an incredibly important thing, because smithing stones are hard to come by. Here's the wizard. Alrighty then. Up here you will find the Carrion Glintstone Staff, which is very, very powerful. It boosts Carrion spells, which are your slicey dice spells, your weaponry spells, the spells where you summon something like a weapon. Hey guys. Yeah, baby, let's do it. It's a very powerful action roll. I'll show you where to get it in a second. Once we upgrade our lance for this, we can fly from the boss that's next to it. I got it on this camera because I wanted to show you guys and show me how to beat the boss. But I can't beat that boss quite yet. I need a stronger weapon, which is what the lance is for. Alright, continuing forward, we're gonna move, shall we? So, these bell bearings are quite important, and there's a good few of them in the game in total. Right? I believe there's about 12 if you don't count the ones from NPCs that you can kill. You can kill NPCs, or NPCs will die, and they will drop, if they have a shop in their inventory, they will drop a bell bearing. These bell bearings will allow you to do this. That is a starlight shard. We will get to that. Those are somewhat important. Skull, perfect. Some pocket money. There's a Tibia Mariner over there we can take down. We're feeling up to it, so let's do it. Alexander's also nearby, but we won't be playing him quite yet. I hate when they do that. This guy is the first one I believe we can summon Giant Gastrakudo. Perhaps. I mean, he can certainly still hurt his friends. Whoop, 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 whoop. Unfortunately, I almost got him. He will also just start swinging that big-ass orb and slamming more. It's a pipe. Big pipe once you can blow at it. It's the recoil thing. What are those things called? I don't know. Man, you are just taking it, man. See how strong the lance is on horseback? And he brings this up. Brings it down, kills his friends. This is probably the easiest one. Later on, they can summon Gastrakudo that shoot laser beams from their eyes. But other than that, they're no big threat. Not at all. And then we get Death Root, which is what we need. And a Skeleton Ash. Ah, perfect. Another person to run down with the lance. Oh, he fights back. Let's have some fun. Come on. Whoa. Whoa. I think he's feeling a little bit adventurous. Ah! That will strike the ground with lightning. But apparently I don't know the timing for that. That was the swing. So, important part to note about piercing items and weaponry. I do not know the timing for that. That's got like Man's King timing. Is that counter-attacking with a thrusting weapon while the enemy is holding in the middle of a attacking animation will actually do more damage. The reason I killed him is because he drops that prayer book. If you're wondering, I just suddenly started attacking a dude on the side of the street. He drops the prayer book that we need. Which we will soon meet the man, our teacher, who will be teaching us all about the prayer. Well, that's fucked up. Huh? That's fucked up. Give me one sec. For some reason, the sub counter was fucked up. I'm actually using a website for that. Everything is going wrong today. What the hell is happening? No, no. Those are misbinded as well. What the hell? Alright, hold on. It seems we've got an advertisement issue here. Indeed we do. Yes. It seems I must resort to a different website for my counter. This one seems to be useless to me. Very well. I'll use Social Edge then, later. I'll fix that. No, it's not the time. It's kind of technical difficulties. Very well. Let's get back to this. Alright, we have another painting here as well as the Site of Grace. And the painting we will be looking for later. Alright. After that, we can keep going north. We're almost to the location we need to get to for our lance upgrades. The lance is quite powerful. That's why we're going all this way just to get these smithing stones. Also, the boss in here is very important that we beat specifically so we get that bell bearing. You know how it is. You know how it is. I believe if you kill this enemy in particular, you get something. Or I may just be crazy. Yes, you get to Barbs of Sin, which is a spell. You get Flame Cleanse Me, which will be useful later from this camp. I don't think there's anything else around. No, okay. Actually, is there anything in that camp? The Slain Monks are really rare, but yeah, hard to find. Nope, there's nothing else. Okay. We will continue on our long journey. Just smack them. Smack them. Didn't even kill them. I just smacked them. God damn it. And one of their runes. But it doesn't matter. We should probably grind for more levels. We're kind of kinda a little bit behind. I prefer to be level 115 by now. But oh well. Alright, we gotta go down there. So. Here we go. I know you can make this jump. Looks impossible, right? To a certain extent it is. But, as you can see there, we got some rock formations that could help us out with this whole ordeal. There's also this over here, which we can go to, and we will certainly use this over here. It's the Church of Vows. With that guy right there being the important pastor of this place, the Turtle Pastor. Listen to him.
You're tarnished.
aren't you? I welcome you to the Church of Vows. I am Miriel, steward of this sacred chamber. My apologies for the unseemly state of affairs. Do you know the origin of this place? How it came to be known as the Church of Vows? Well, that is a shame. But who can blame you? The shattering has caused us, all of us, to lose sight of something very dear. It is here, at the Church of Vows, that the great houses of the Earth Tree and the Moon were joined by the matrimonial bond between red-haired Radagon and Renala of the Full Moon. And so our church holds in view the monuments of both houses, the Earth Tree of the capital and the Academy of Rea Lucaria.
It's exactly in between both of them.
Oh, was there something you need? You are free to show yourself around. I would serve as your guide, only my legs aren't what they used to be. If you find anything of use, you are free to take it with you. Unless, perhaps, you are in search of instruction, in which case I will share all that I know. Oh, what have we here? Very well, let us both learn together. Heresy is not native to the world. It is but a contrivance. All things can be conjoined.
He will take any book you get.
Oh, what have we here? Very well, let us both learn together. Heresy is not native to the world. It is but a contrivance. All things can be conjoined. Oh, what have we here? Very well, let us both learn together. Heresy is not native to the world. It is but a contrivance. All things can be conjoined.
He will sell all of it. First, let's ask him about Radagon.
You wish to know more of Lord Radagon? Lord Radagon was a great champion, possessed of flowing red locks. He came to these lands at the head of a great golden host. When he met Lady Renala in battle, he soon repented his territorial aggressions there, and became husband to the Carian queen. However, when Godfrey, first Elden Lord, was hounded from the lands between, Radagon left Renala to return to the Earth Tree capital, becoming Queen Marika's second husband and king consort, taking the title of Second Elden Lord. The mystery endures to this day as to why Lord Radagon would cast Lady Renala aside, and moreover, why a mere champion would be chosen for the seat of Elden Lord. You wish to know more of Lady Renala? She is queen, head of the Carian royal family, and governor of the Academy of Rea Lucaria, the great and beautiful full moon witch. Sadly, her heart was broken when Lord Radagon left her, and then, when the Academy rebelled against the royals, she was locked away in the Grand Library.
Anyone else have sorceries that we gave him? Including the carrying sorceries, as well as the black magic sorceries. This is the Vow Spring, where the two were wedded. This allows us to use this. Golden sewing needle, we'll get to that later. And most importantly, golden tailor's tools. We'll get to that later. Those are for Bach. This little spring here allows us to atone. Atoning allows us to use something called Starlight Dew to make all NPCs, which are aggressive to us, non-aggressive to us. Very important. But for now, we are going to continue on our journey. But keep the Church of Vows in mind later, because we will be using it once in the play. Once. Okay. Isn't that beautiful? That's Raylucaria Academy. In Myernia of the Lakes. Beautiful. We came all this way specifically for the church, but it does give us an opportunity, you see. Beautiful opportunity to see this place in all its glory. Let's continue around, shall we? Okay. There's a skeleton in the front you can grind his weapon from, if you want to. But first, we're gonna get that. Get a couple more runes for our purposes. Move on. There's an item over here next to the church. Grave Violet. And there is our 2 bacon pigs. Those are 2 walking monoliths. Not monoliths. Those are 2 walking... name I don't remember. 2 walking those things. One of them actually has a bell. We'll get to... Huh? Shishink? Oh, yeah, that's right. You actually see me from here. I forgot about that. You may be wondering what the hell that noise is. That's an Albinoric. We'll get to that in a sec. But Albinorics are quite annoying. They have the longest range with their bows in the entire game. They're basically like a fucking Quincy. They shoot far, they shoot hard, they shoot fast, and they're deadly down to the bone. These guys. Their bows are very dangerous. They have... I don't think it's the fastest projectile in the game. It might be. But as you can see, it's very quick. See? They basically teleport me. And you need to intentionally avoid them. The arrows are quite fast. In fact, I don't think they're the fastest projectile in the game, but I know for a fact they are quick. I know for a fact those projectiles are very swift, and they hit hard, hit fast, and they are rapid. They fire pretty quick, quicker than you think they will. Very fast. So let us continue. Let us continue. Oh, that leaf, very important. There's a dragon bear right there, so you might want to get away quick. Or he'll throw you off this ledge, which he's probably about to do to me. Okay, let's just... don't panic. Where the fuck is it? There it is. Okay. We're good. Let's just get on up. No! Fair enough. I seem to also struggle with the gravity. My arch nemesis. Okay, well, let's get going. Let's get going. Let's get going. Let's just go back and collect our crap. He's fast on us, by the way. I don't know why I haven't collected those 300 runes. No, no, come on! Why? I hate stairs! I forgot how tricky this could be. Okay. Let's try this again. This time with a bit more caution. You don't have a bell. Useless. Only the ones with bells can be used. The rest of them cannot be used for what you may need for. There are certain bosses in the game, demigod bosses in particular, which you need the ones with bells to get their second item. If they don't have a bell, you can't get that second item. So, pretty useless. Of course, there are some bosses they can use. The second to last boss in the game you can get, but it doesn't. So long as they're a demigod, you should need the bell characters to be able to get their second item. I do believe, because I don't think there's any others. Alright, so close. Go. There. Holy hell's bells. Finally getting down. Who put these gravestones here? Were they mourning? I have no clue. Whoever they are, though, is a real asshole for putting them like this here. Maybe there's steps for a giant. Did it? I'm telling you. Alright. Now we're down on the surface where we need to be. A little bit of a convoluted path where we saw plenty of sights along the way. Now let's go over here, get into this mine, kill everything in here, and then we're good. Like any good tarnish. Killing everything that we touch in any place we go. Alrighty then. Ah, perfect. Cracked crystals. Alright. Something cool. How you guys doing? Forgot you have a hilarious resistance to piercing damage. This is fun. Because I still kill you. Remember, they can double that back up. Stuff. These guys will drop what we're looking for. Brimstone scraps is also very important in this chest. A somber smithing stone level fucking 2, which we will need in the future. There's also a somber smithing stone level 3. Let us continue then, shall we? Or crack. There we are, the main mine. Main Some scrap. Oh. Smithing stone, level 2. Alright. I'm convincing the world. Alright, let us continue. Another 400, so we have to take the light from... Give me my runes. I'm not a highway bandit, I'm better than that. Highway bandit miners. Except they might. Back in the day, they probably did. The main target. Is that what it would be? Come on. Those guys with capes use those. Two. If you're wondering how we're staggering him in one hand, it's because this is considered a great weapon. The lance is a great sword. It's the second great spear in the entire game. It's the second spear in the entire game to be able to... Second great spear in the entire game to be able to mash up over. Didn't know there was a cape guide in it. Habit of hitting my mic. Let's continue. And then, assuming you're just gonna hit me. There we go. So, these guys will continue to drop what we're looking for. There's also a lot of smithing stones in the area, as you can clearly see. Mines usually have the same layout, I'm noticing. Of course they do. Nice. There we go. 2, 3, 4. Takes 5, alright. Yeah, but nothing to see. Alright. Over here. Room. Nice. 2. 3. And we can continue. Well, let me stretch real quick. There's some stuff up there we'll be getting in a sec. That's also, I believe, where the boss is. Here we go. Recognize this place. It's the same cavern we were in before. Ooh. Good stuff. Did we go through here? Right across this little beam. I forgot to make a proper bridge out of this. Second cape looking up there. Oh no, we're safe. I tried to backstab him so we get an iframe. you in place if you're not. Hurricane smash. We're good. And just kill him. Okay. Yep. Exactly what we needed. Alrighty then, let me just sneeze really hard. Alright. Okay. We're back up here. Now we can go around here, because we're pretty safe. There's a good chance we fall to our demise down there. That's where the boss is. You can probably see him down there. Yeah, I didn't take good care of this part, so it's a little bit, I mean, very treacherous! Ah, well, at least we're gonna let it. That's what's down there. It's very treacherous. Very treacherous. Okay, let's continue. Move. Kick your ass on the way over. There. For some reason I thought, oh my god, I can't let him hit me. I'm so low on stamina. He'll wind me. And I'm like, I'm not playing Niho. What? Okay. There. You need to run and jump simultaneously. Same thing for this one. You get a somber smithing stone. And you can kill this guy. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, let's continue. We go down here and we're good. From down here we can go back up. Or we can go through there. We'll go through here. Through here, we can go through these guys. There's actually something somewhat important in this room. Here. Exactly what we need. 3 of them. Hold on, let the cat in. We're not. Weirdo cat. Weirdo cat. Never understand him. Sometimes I never do. That's good. Alright, going through here is what we need to do next. Of course. That's one of these guys. Oh, both of them are bows. I thought the dude on the left of me was a dagger wielder. yeah, when they do this, they're basically free game. The bowmen specifically, because they do not fire anywhere near in front of them. 1, 2, 3. Double. Alright. Let me reset. There we go. Let's continue. Screaming will not help you. There we go. I don't even know if these guys will up. I so rarely kill them in mass. They drop their arrows and some. Oh. You get the crystal knife from that chest, which is all right. It's not a very good dagger. I would personally just keep using the miser cord no matter what, and just put enchantment on the miser cord, because that's just how powerful the miser cord is. There's no reason not to use the miser cord. 1, 2. You notice he's a bit bigger than the rest of them. In fact, there are a good few bigger than the rest of them. Experience, maybe? Do they gain max as they do this? This is by the way, this is kind of a death trap room. You couldn't tell. Whoa. Sorry about that, fellas, but that ain't working on me. Trying to lead them into an area where I can just get them cornered and grab all their stuff over here. And I think we're in good shape. Yeah, we can just kind of poke. See? Look how powerful it is. And Shattering Earth, which is a upgraded version. No, it's a downgraded version, actually. I believe it's a downgraded version to what we already have. We got the other one in K-Lid. Such an odd moveset. You witnessed all this balcony, but you did not care. You didn't care. You just didn't care. What do you drop? Some stone scraps. I believe the other ones can actually drop somber smithing stones. I went to backstab him, but we'll kill him like this. Okay. How's everybody in chat doing if you're watching right now? I hope everybody's doing good. Okay, I think we're done. There's nothing down that way, I do believe. Yeah. It's just a small outcrop where they probably found a mother vein. We'll be right back. This kid. I have a happy kitty in my hands. is very, very rambunctious and adorable, and I love him very much. Making biscuits. He's making biscuits. He's making biscuits. There we go. There we go. Where's my headphones? Yeah, they're underneath this. How foolish of me. Alright, now we get back to this. Alright. Let us go. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. After the boss, I'll have to take a 2-minute break real quick because I'm gonna do something ridiculous. And we gotta go through there specifically later as well. I will say this boss in particular is very odd. It has a very weird gimmick to it. This guy who's still as you can see, he takes a comically low amount of damage. Until you break his crystal body, then he'll take normal damage. And and he'll be staggered. Until you break it, shatter his crystal arms, his body into small pieces, so barely any damage until you break his wings. But also, there's multiple types of these guys. There's the ones that have the wheels, but there's also the ones that have there it is, Symphony Stone, Miner's Bell Bearing. There's also the ones that have the staffs, and there's another one that has the spear. We'll be getting to those later. There's the smithing stone right there. If you want it. If you want it. That's what's in those places. Alright, I think we're in good. Kitty Cat is having fun with socks, I see. That's what we call his little toy that he has, socks. Alright, let's return home. So now that we have that somber smithing stone, well, not somber smithing stone, but our smithing stone ball bearing, we can go back to the round table hold and I'll show you what it does. Yeah, we got plenty. Alright. Going through here, I'll show you. How many level 3s do I? Not enough, but we can make it. Going through here and offering ball bearing allow us to purchase level 1s and level 2s from our shop here, which we will be doing to upgrade our lance. Upgrade our lance as far as possible because it is a very powerful weapon. You'll see. You'll see.
Well, I took you no matter to lay out your arms.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Look how powerful that is now. Look at those big, juicy numbers. We can also put glintstone and everything on this as well. But you know what? I think we just want 277. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now you may be asking yourself, what are we using this lance for? We're gonna kill a dragon knight with him. I shall deem this... Oh, sorry, Crucible Knight. I shall deem this lance... something easy, something simple. Nothing complex. I deem it... Dragon Piercer. Okay. That usually happens, don't worry. That's no worry. I deem this lance Dragon Piercer. Yes, perfect. Let's fall down here. There's a Crucible Knight down here, which we need to kill. Very badly. You're gonna fall down here, then just fall on this this little ledge right here. It'll collapse and you'll fall into these soft bushes. Once you fall into these soft bushes, the Crucible Knight's right over here. And this is also where you get Storm Assault, as well as this item. Storm Assault will be on that ledge. Why is there a Crucible Knight here? I have no earthly idea. But whatever. As you see, they actually do good damage to him with one poke. Nice try, Buster. See, 138 damage since he was attacking. Ooh, yeah. Oh yeah, you want to use your dragon powers, huh? That ain't gonna mean shit. They ain't gonna mean shit. Ow. 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 You know, you're gonna die. Right? You're gonna die. Nope. Why is there a Crucible Knight here? That actually does a little bit of fire down. There we go. Alright, simple as that, and you get Crushing Horn. It's not Crushing Horn. Aspect of the Crucible Horn, which is a very powerful spell. Which allows you to ram people. Which we'll get into later. Goring people, that is. Alright. Aspect of the Crucible. It is a spell, correct? It's not an Ash of War. I don't know, I've hardly ever used it. Yeah, it's a spell. I've hardly ever used it, so I don't really know. Alright, now that we're here, we gotta go talk to an old friend. An old friend of ours. A friend we have not seen in quite a while. Through here. Up the river, through the trees. There we go. Here's the Site of Grace, and here's the Park. Alright. I wanna kinda head to this rock. We should see it from there. Avoid that thing, it will murder you. One of the hardest enemies in the entire game. That's called a Revenant. It's a feral Revenant. They're incredibly powerful. Yep, we see it. So, over here. There's this guy. A demi-human chief really like From here, you see all the demi-humans around us. There it is. This big rock. It's a really big rock. Here's Patches. He's moved. He's on the go.
Oh, well. It's been a long while. It's me, Patches the Untethered. I'm still in business, if you can believe it. Now I'm my only supplier, so I haven't got much. But everything here is top notch. Patches Emporium, now open in Raya Lucaria.
Raya Lucaria. He's got a miscut. He's also got a stone sword keys and everything. Speaking of...
By the way, have you met that girl Raya? She's a strange one, but I believe she was in need of help. Not that it's any of my business, but if she rings your bell, why not lend her an ear? You're making your way to the Erd Tree, no? Well, I heard something that might help. A special means of reaching your destination. Have you ever seen an Iron Virgin? The clunky contraptions are whirlwinds of sickles and spiked wheels. But long ago, they were endowed with a spell of transposition. And get this, a surviving virgin sits at the bottom of the big water wheel in the Academy of Raya Lucaria. Its transpositional powers fully intact. So right, if you get caught in it on purpose, it'll chuck you out straight at the base of the Erd Tree. Or so I'm told. Oh yeah, great story, isn't it? I'll tell you as many times as you like. There's a savant.
It's not quite right.
Cheers for that.
Although, technically, if you use it while in Raya Lucaria, you do get to the bottom of the academy. Alright, we'll wrap up stream here. We're going for about 2 hours. Let's tell everyone and talk to everyone shortly. Real nice stream. Thank you all so much for coming, but I've got a lot of editing to do. Goodbye, everybody.